Caught fiancé at hotel, help needed. Need help, caught my fiancé at a hotel with a guy. So let me try to sum this up and paint the picture as best as I can. 38, and my fiancé, 40, have been together for 4.5 years and have a 20-month-old daughter together. She has a 19-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. So I would say the issue started after our daughter was born. She started complaining that I wasn't giving her enough attention, being attentive to her, I wasn't pursuing her anymore or taking her out. I tried explaining to her things are different because she have a child which requires a lot of our attention, and that I would try to work on those things. I recall one fight got really bad about a year ago and she told me she wasn't in love with me anymore and that the spark was gone between us and didn't know if it could ever get it back. So anyway, we ended up getting past that and moving on. About 2 months ago we got into a big fight because her older daughter was going for a cyst removal procedure and I didn't call to check up on her throughout the day, and I tried to explain I was extremely busy at work that day and that I couldn't. So she went off on me and how I'm selfish, narcissistic, a POS and only care about myself. I was honestly caught off guard by it, so I got angry in return and we just stopped talking. She was scheduled to go back to her country the next week to visit her mom and sisters. The whole week went by and we didn't talk or anything. I drove them to the airport and dropped them off and nothing, still didn't talk. She gets there and texts me, we need to talk, and I'm still super angry about the situation and I tell her go fuck yourself and she replied oh wow okay. So she's there for 10 days and I only talk through FaceTime with my daughter. When she would pick up she would just hand the phone to my daughter. We didn't speak that whole time and she gets back, I go pick them up from the airport, abs were still not talking, very awkward. This is going on 2.5 weeks now, not talking. One day after work, it's the day before Halloween and I get home and she's showering and dressed very unrevealing and tells me she's going out with friends. Okay, I stay home with our daughter and she gets home at 6 a.m. Next day I went off on her, calling her every name in the book, whore, slut, etc., saying how she could be out till that time. You tell me that we haven't talked in almost 3 weeks and that she basically considers us not together at this point. We eventually sort of make up but didn't really get any real clarity on this we're not together BS. So anyway, at this point we're talking, not how we normally would, she's acting sort of cold and distant, but I'm trying to do little things to make her happy. One night after work I calls her and she tells me she's going out to eat with family at a restaurant, so I go there to surprise them. I get there and call and she tells me they changed their minds and went to a different place, so I ask where and she wouldn't tell me, very strange. Got at this point, tell me something is up, so I order a tracking device and put it in her car. One day after work I call her 4x, she doesn't pick up. She calls me back and I hear an echo in the background like she was in a bathroom, so I ask her why she's calling me from a bathroom when she told me she was getting a massage, that why she couldn't just pick up the phone on the chair. She gives some BS excuse, so that I ask her, I have a feeling something is going on, can you tell me the truth? And she goes, why you feel guilty? Are you doing something? And hangs up the phone on me. Check the GPS on the tracking device and it's right in front of a hotel when she told me she was at a massage parlor. Feeling of rage, betrayal, and just beyond hurt. So I steer driving towards this hotel and get there and see her car parked right in front. I sit and wait for about an hour and finally I see her walking out with a guy. I storm towards them, get in both their faces. God help me how I didn't put my hands on this dude, and I cursed her out. The hotel called the cops on me. I was so irate, I was seeing red. I get in my car and drive home. She eventually comes home too, and tries to justify that she's been asking for me to be more attentive, fun, going out more passion, and that I didn't give it to her for over a year and that she had enough and that she considered herself single, but I pushed her to that point. So then she confesses that she's been talking to this dude since she went to her country about a month ago, and that he's been going to her job being her food. They went out to lunch, and the night she was out until 6 a.m., she was with him. Get this, she claims they never had sex, all they did was kiss, and that it was more emotional than physical. Like, how stupid does she think I am? Goes know how much information she's telling me. I'm sure there's much more to it. It's been 2 weeks now and I just feel disgusted at times. I get these vivid imaginations in my head of her fucking him. I confront her about it and she will not admit to it. She even swore on both her daughters. I don't know where to go from here. I'm sure everyone will tell me to just leave, but it's not easy.